All right, man. We be fucking live. Here with the bro, KT the Baker,
Yes, sir.
here
Yes,
in the
sir.
flesh.
What's happening? What's happening? You know what the fuck going on?
Yes, sir, man. We got the one of the biggest entrepreneurs in the city coming up right now. Had to get in tune, man. Had to stop in. Had to come chop it up, man. Been seeing you doing a lot of great things. I've been behind the scenes just peeping in. Been rocking with you and some of the things you got going on for a real long time. So I've actually been really excited. Yeah, I've been really excited to come in and do this. And then just, being able to pick your brain, with one word I could describe you, it would be, a pure genius.
Yes,
And that's an honest thing.
That.
So KT, the Baker, man. For the people who don't know, what KT the Baker does, he's an entrepreneur. He started his own company, Your Hood Heroes. He's now doing a vlog. From my understanding that you were telling me off the radar, was it Meet the Bakers?
Yes, sir. Getting baked with the bakers.
Getting baked with the Bakers.
Yes, sir.
So let's talk about that. Getting baked with the Bakers. What's that you got going on?
Shit, it's just a little platform that we using right now. We doing a vlog like the Sunday here. Me and my big cousin, Rude Boy Moneybag, shout out to Cuz.
Mm-hmm.
We just shit. We got local celebrities, up and coming artists from the city, comedians, artists, models, entrepreneurs, whatever it may be. What I'm talking about. We got them coming in, doing little interviews. We getting high with stats, talking to the folk, getting to know them here, trying to see what they got going on and shit like that.
Okay. Yeah, man. You got that. Your Hood Heroes, which is a hot clothing line right now coming up. That you got and you started actually yourself, from what I'm learning. I actually didn't know this was yours, and that you started this from a while back. But this is something you started and crafted with your own two hands, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Already. That's Your Hood Heroes, man. It's a consignment store actually that I opened up going on about a year now.
Okay.
I had the idea in my head for a little while here. I just never really put the green light behind it to actually put a move on it until situations had arisen, like we were talking earlier and shit. Had to really don't put some gas behind that, and when I finally did, it's been taking off. It's been a small little move. We located in Lacuna Low, 2150 South Canal Port.
That's the Pilsen area, right?
-6. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Shout out to Pilsen, man. Pilsen is definitely an up and coming area. It was always an artistic area, you know what I'm talking about, but it's definitely up and coming by getting that noise and getting that real groove bumping in it, so shout out to Pilsen and Lacuna Low.
Yeah. So you got your clothing store in Pilsen, here on the South Side in Chicago. That's a big thing, man, because especially in Chicago, a lot of black-owned businesses, let alone clothing stores, it's kind of hard to find, man.
Yeah, that's actually I'm glad you noticed that, bro. That was the idea behind it. It's Your Hood Heroes. You know what I'm saying? Pilsen is not necessarily the hood,
right?
But to some, it's viewed as a hood. You know what I'm talking about? But from what I saw outside looking in, a lot of the consignment stores and clothing stores that are kind of in the same realm of doing what I do, they're more located up north. You know what I'm talking about? They're all in the same kind of Wicker Park, North Side area.
Great areas, though.
Right, smooth areas. Shout out to all those brands and companies that are doing those things in that area. But, I wanted to kind of differentiate ourselves and in a sense, put it in the hood, you know what I'm talking about? Because we're heroes from the hood, you know what I'm talking about? I grew up in the hood, not Chicago, I was born and raised in Florida, but still, grew up in the hood, and the idea behind that is shit, we from the hood, now we heroes, so we coming back to the hood with hero shit, with all this Off-White, Supreme, all this hype shit that, you see all the heroes to our younger generation that they look up to. And hell, we putting it in the hood. So now your local neighborhood, growing up, man, might be in a poverty situation, will still be able to have a chance to get those Off-Whites and those Supremes and those, retro Jordans and shit like that. Make sure everybody has an opportunity still. So, that was the goal.
That was the goal. So you were able to accomplish that. Any hardships, like, being black, trying to open up a new business, especially in a good area like Pilsen. Was there anything that was like, really difficult getting to that point?
Not necessarily. There's always gonna be hardship in trying to reach those big goals that you have in life, or trying to build empires. More than anything, it was doubt. But that more so comes with those situations when you're trying to do something different and change something up, or create something new. People gonna doubt it, but if you believe in it, hell, you just gotta keep pushing, keep going hard, and in the show, it'll speak for itself. In a sense, like, he really putting effort and time into his shit. He's really spending money. So when folks see that you believe in it, they'll believe in it more.
Yeah. So what would your best advice be then for a young, entrepreneur, someone trying to start their own business? What would your advice be, given your successes thus far, upholding such a good business? People actually, really like your store. People really slide. They come get this, exclusive drip they can't get other places, and they really take it, from the hood. When people touch down, they come, they rock with KT. They come into your Hood Hero store. They really rock with you, man. So what would be your best advice on, someone really starting a business?
It's not necessarily my advice, but it's advice that I've been running with for a long time now, and it's really shit. They don't win till you quit, and we don't quit. So
right.
Just understand that, regardless of what you do, ain't nobody gonna outshine you, outdo you until you quit. And as long as you understand, hell, you don't quit, ain't no giving up in this. You got to keep going, regardless of whatever's going on. Keep pushing, keep fighting. Adapt to your situations. Take them punches and roll with them. You smooth, hell. Life gonna have its battles, but you don't quit. You don't give up. You keep moving.
Yeah. So one thing I've noticed about you, KT, is that you're a man of a million different businesses, and you're always looking for the next venture. So you got your Hood Heroes, you've got the vlog you're talking about, getting baked with the bakers,
yes,
and then you also got the Creative Work Studios, right?
Yes, sir.
Where we are, the Creative Work Studios. Talk to me a little bit about what the Creative Studios are.
Creative Work Studios is, in a sense, it's self-explanatory here. It's a creative workspace. We got a music studio.
Right.
We have
which is very, very nice. And I actually saw you were just updating it with some brand new nice LED lights, man. Fucking going crazy. That studio's fucking crazy.
Progression is key, man. You gotta keep moving forward. So, like I said, we got a recording studio here. We have a fashion room with a heat press machine, 2 sew machines. We're actually working on getting a direct garment machine in here.
Nice.
Within the next couple of weeks.
So all of your product is made in house, pretty much.
Sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Everything, all money in.
So so you don't even really it's just
in-house. Yes, sir.
Wow.
Everything, all money in, no money out.
Oh wow.
The right way.
So you're to the T.
Oh yeah, it gotta be like that. It gotta be like that. Got to be.
Jeez,
Got to be.
that's big time, man. You don't owe anybody shit.
Right, what you outsourcing for? We got it.
Right.
And if we ain't got it, we know somebody that will. It's a networking system that you bring in to create one big thing, one big empire, one big situation. Nice.
Man, it sounds like you're pretty locked into different businesses, different vouchers. This is crazy, man. How you can incorporate your mind to do so many different things, and then you just literally just set into action with doing it. And man, like the Creative Work Studios, man. It's really a creative thing. Like honestly, it's really a dope idea. And to see how you were telling me about how the idea came about, and then you really just blossom into what it is today. It really shows that it was a creative work to build this Creative Work studio. That's what makes it pretty dope. For the most part. And now we're on the session. I got to talk a little bit about this legalization that's coming up. So I know you're a Florida boy, right? Born and raised. What's your take?
Shout out to the 863.
Hey, 863. Shout out to the 863, man. I got to get out to Florida and reach out to more of the Florida scene, honestly.
Yes.
But what's your take on a city state, and what do you think that this legalization could do to the city, the state alone?
Yeah, state of Chicago.
Yeah, city of Chicago, state of Illinois.
Okay. Hopefully it brings more opportunities business wise, work wise. Ideally though, I hope no one underestimates or the little saying they be saying now, like, don't let that go over your head.
Right.
I hope they don't let this situation go over their head of them just hearing weed is about to be legalized, because it's not necessarily a wide open door that's about to be just, I'm talking about open and everybody will be able to walk through. It's still going to be strong stipulations behind this. So more so than anything, I hope everybody just stays informed, stays in tune with what's actually going on, and not just hearing word of mouth or, listening to something on the radio. Like, actually get in tune, see what's going on in your neighborhood, in your community. Because, just think about it as liquor. They legalize liquor, and I'm talking about they put it in certain communities to create more poverty. They knew what it would do to, certain communities, certain systems. Same thing with weed. Same exact thing with weed. Like, you just gotta pay attention to it. It's not just a situation of, weed is legal now, we can walk around and smoke, and we can be all willy-nilly driving in our cars smoking. Now you'll still get hit with a DUI.
Right.
I'm talking about public intoxication is still real. It doesn't just fall under the alcohol situation.
Right.
No, public intoxication is any intoxication. Drugs, liquor, whatever it may be, same thing as a DUI. So it's a lot to it. Well, like I said, I just hope everybody pays attention. But financially, of course, that was the number one reason the move was made on legalizing weed in these major states and cities. So yeah, it'll be a large financial situation going on, and hopefully people are once again paying attention and seeing all the certifications available and opportunities available for people to get jobs in the cannabis industry. And shit, making sure we stand on top of it as a black community, not to make it a race thing, but as a black community, make sure we got our feet 10 toes in
the door.
We in there, cause we started this. We did
facts,
this,
No, we're gonna speak facts though. I mean, we got a lot of people locked up over the bud, selling bud.
And yes, they still get locked up over
selling
because
bud.
it's legalized, they supposed to let everybody out who got weed charges, and you can't get locked up for weed no more. It is still possible. Y'all pay attention, get in tune. It's a lot of apps. If you just like being on your phone so much, it's hella apps you can download that'll keep you in tune and updated. It's channels on TV. It's all type of shit you can look up. You got to get in tune. Self-knowledge. You got to know. You got to know. You can't just be out here letting folks tell you anything.
Yeah.
That ain't the way to go.
Yeah. And, if anything, I hope it just kind of brings that, like, you know how it is in California, that a California vibe, it's just chill, everybody's chilling,
That's that California love though, man.
Yeah, man, I think it's just California.
Yeah, that's just like that down south, that home feeling you get when you're down south.
I just wish we could get that fucking here, man.
Man, it's a tough city, bro.
Tough fucking city.
God damn, it's a tough city.
It's a tough city, man. What was the fucking inspiration behind the move to coming to Chicago? Florida boy.
No inspiration. I got my ass locked up. I was a bad ass jit growing up. I made some bad choices and got sent to Chicago. My Dukes was sent out here with my mother, so I got sent out here on probation, and she made the best out of my situation.
Oh, love.
I had to go to a alternative school out west.
Oh, yeah. Get your ass right.
Yeah, so I was in that bit from 8 in the morning to 5 in the evening. I had to get all my credits to make sure I graduated on time.
Everybody know out west is a different beast.
Yes, sir. But now they hustlers. Hustlers. That was the main thing I think that kept me in the city instead of just leaving and getting up out of here once my time was over as far as my probation. Just the fact that I saw, like, this is a hustling city, and there's a lot of money to be made out here, and there's a lot of opportunities. You just got to be moving the right way and make sure you're taking advantage of all opportunities that are given to you. Because a lot of doors can be open, but if you don't walk through them, hell, it don't matter.
Right.
Ain't no point.
Right. So yeah, you're obviously a big weed connoisseur. You're actually a little different. Yeah, man. So let's talk about. You got a couple things going on, man. Well, right now we got the Runts OG going. We were smoking some of that. Yeah. So and then you said your favorite strain was
garlic cookies.
Garlic cookies.
Jungle Boy garlic cookies. Yeah, sir. Shout out to the dispensary, 2005, Sunset Boulevard, California.
Yeah.
Folks over there, they got their garlic cookies.
That's your strain.
Yeah, sir. That'll put you there. When they say it's up there, it's stuck there.
You be stuck there.
Cookies. Yeah, that shit up there.
Yeah.
What? And it's stuck there every time.
And then you're not even. You said you're not a backwoods guy.
No, backwoods is too harsh. They cool, but they come with too many stipulations. Like they veins be big as fuck.
The veins do too much
harsh
sometimes.
in a bit. Some folks will tell you backwood make them nauseous. Some folks will tell you it burn my throat, all type of shit. So me, I prefer a double Dutch, but not just a single double Dutch. I know a lot of folks might have just started like, what? A double?
Yeah.
A Dutch.
Nah, they can see it probably.
Yeah. Sir. So
yeah, this motherfucker is not.
OG double. Y'all the whole time probably thought this was a backwood.
The whole time.
Yeah. It's an OG
they probably
double.
thought this was a backwood, man. Like.
Yes, sir. Now, so I take, I need my goddamn, I'm going to show y'all folks, y'all a little tutorial on how we do this.
Hey, Al, check that though.
You feel me?
So, we got the OG double.
You feel me? You get you a pack of Dutch Mash.
What kind you go with?
What they say, a Honey Fusion, preferably. That's cause all they be having hella freaky flavors.
Yeah.
Ice cream.
I usually used to do the Java Fusion, so I get the 3-pack.
Them Javas, baby, them bitches be having a weird ass smell when they burn, bro. A weird ass smell. That'd be crazy. Weird smell. Hold on. That shit be having a weird smell. So, it gotta be Honey Fusion if you gonna do it. But you can honestly double anything. I ain't never doubled a backwood before, but I had double a Vega. I done double a Swisher before. Goddamn, it was a hard time. It was a hard time.
For cracking and shit.
Yeah, it wasn't. I didn't want to. It was a hard time. I never want to go back to it. But I did it. I did it. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, come on, we all rode some swishers before.
Yeah, man, don't do it, dog, y'all. Whoever's kill yourself. You might well go ahead and kill yourself. You still smoking swishers. Shit ain't right. But now look though, so you gonna get you a pack of Dutchess, Honey Fusion. Feel me? I bought a box. I don't just get one pack.
Yeah, fucking saw. He's like, you guys need anything from the gas station?
Right, I got
like, nah, we got our shit, we good. He comes back with a whole fucking bag full of Honey Dutchess.
Nah, these bitches, we run through them so much. And a pack is really one, because we gonna double it.
So right now we got the Runts OG going.
Yeah,
I actually like this.
You fucking with it?
Yeah, a lot of motherfuckers say they got the Runts, and then I see this, and then I'm kind of like...
That wasn't the Runts I was smoking.
Kind of really wasn't the Runts.
Yeah, it'd be like that. It's
not the same.
Shout out to LB them, man. TKL, the whole Runts family. Yeah. Y'all know what's really going on. Real niggas know who to get in tune with, man. Get them packs. Get that shit. So as y'all see, I'm doubling the Dutch. This is what makes it a double Dutch. You take 2 Dutches, y'all see it's still a crease right there. I'm taking 2 Dutches and making it one.
And then you just roll it up,
You know
it's an OG double.
OG double, yes sir. No disrespect to Free Band them, but these bitches is smoking 5 hours. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
OG double, my boy.
Honestly, the motherfucker blunts definitely smoke longer than a backwood.
Oh yeah.
And you're right though, they aren't that as harsh. You were saying that they're too harsh for you.
Like I say, the backwood come with too many stipulations. First off, anybody who roll a backwood know for a fact out of the 5 backwoods that come in that pack,
3 of them bitches
3 of them bitches
ain't questionable.
gonna be veined up.
Questionable.
And all 4 of them, you gonna have to cut somewhere in half. You ain't gonna be able to roll your whole joint. That's
I ain't gonna lie, I make it work though. I mean, I've been rolling wood for a minute.
You got to real roll.
No, I don't even use the scissors, so I can't.
Yeah.
I know how to. You gotta roll it with the curve.
Man.
You know what I mean, to get the full.
Don't know. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Well, you gotta do it. I mean, you gotta roll it with the curve and apply a lot of spit. Runtz OG.
One of them monkey nuts.
Yeah.
Momo, and you goddamn Pearl, you an OG dog. You talking about? Yes, sir. So my boy, how long you been doing this?
Oh, the fucking pod. So only about 4 months now.
4 months. You been getting
Hell yeah.
busy with it.
Hell yeah, man. Motherfuckers, everybody loves weed.
That's
and
that work ethic.
Yeah, man. I'm sun up to sundown with a lot of shit, man. Especially with my everyday work and what I do, man. I was blessed to be able to be put into some good positions and made use of them, and so now I'm taking some of that bread and doing what KT does and investing all in.
From himself, man. Y'all entrepreneurs trying to get like my boy, man.
Oh yeah, man.
Work ethic.
It's all about. And honestly, my thing is just that I do everything myself, for the most part. And if not, it's like my brother, or somebody really close. But for the most part, everything is, been my equipment, my funds, and people want to start their own thing. Like, bro, just go into your own pockets a little bit. Like, don't be afraid to invest into yourself instead of waiting for an investor. I mean,
think on it too hard.
Sometimes you just gotta. Dude, I literally was just a wake up idea, and then I just got on Amazon, ordered everything I needed, and that was literally like 2 weeks to like get all my stuff in with shipping, and then it was a wrap. And
right out the post.
Yeah, literally, man. I was just like, I'm tired of working for others all the time.
Now my boy running the streets.
Yeah, man. We got to document all the streets, man. For sure. So, how many grams do you think you possibly fit in this OG double?
Alright, so that was a 3.5 that was in there. And this was.
And that's what's left. So we got probably maybe about maybe 1.3 grams left.
Yeah, sir.
On the eyeball. We can probably say 1.5 if, depending on how dense this is on the scale. But Jesus Christ. So you're probably rolling about a good solid 2.3 in an OG double. So same about a backwood. I mean, you need at least probably, I'd say 2 grams in a backwood.
OG double.
Sheesh.
Forever. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And this one still rolling to the God.
We are 22 minutes into this session.
22 minutes into this session. I had this up. Probably 2 minutes into it.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm talking about?
God damn.
I know the vibe.
That's a 20-minute blunt, and this motherfucker's going to end up being about 27 minutes on the blunt. That's about 5 more minutes on that. Jesus Christ.
Yes, sir.
God damn.
OG double, man.
All right, so we found the new wave. Motherfuckers, you got it here first. Yo, look, everybody's got it here first when everybody's going to try to go cheaper on their blunts. All right? $1. Some places $1.25 depending on how they taxing. But $1.
If you a real nigga, they'll give you the whole pipe.
They'll give you
the whole box. $15.
$15.
Probably 16 just because they going to hit you.
With a little tax,
But the Arab be thorough around my way, so you give them 15, you slide.
You slide?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. OG double. So Runtz OG, we rolling about 2.3 in the backwoods. So you're a big smoker. How many blunts a day do you think you probably go through, my guy?
OG double. So that's what I'm saying. Since I be smoking so many, I'ma smoke the shit out of these bitches, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I don't take that.
I'ma smoke the shit out of these bitches. Goddamn.
Set that up for him. Get that shit. Yes, sir. All right, so you probably, how many would you say you smoke from? I asked this question before. From 9 a.m., because I'm pretty sure you probably wake up. Well, it depends on how early you get. How early do you get up? You're a businessman, so.
That go off at like 8 o'clock.
Okay, so we're talking 8 o'clock, so let's go from 8:30. 9 o'clock. Let's do 9 o'clock. Let's give you an hour to get up, get your shit together. 9 o'clock. From 9 to noon.
I'm already smoking by 9.
I'm sure.
Getting up and getting my shit together is getting up and rolling up and getting my shit together.
So 9 to 12. Okay, 8:30 to 12. 3.5 hour span.
I probably smoked about at least 6 doubles.
Shit.
At least
6?
doubles. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's like a half ounce in 3 hours.
Oh, you got to smoke out the pee.
Jesus Christ, bro. A half ounce in 3 hours? Man.
But also when you be weighing it up and thinking on it, then that's when you scratch yourself out like, oh, I'm smoking too much.
yeah. Well, I mean, if this, that's the way it moves.
You just know you just rolling up, like,
right.
I ain't weighing up shit. I'm just rolling.
Yeah. Hey, well, if that's how it goes, I mean, that's how it goes. Like, we got the Runs OG in. So, I mean, like you say, you with the fam, with the Runs and the cookies and everybody out there. So,
shout out to the boys.
Damn, man, next time you get some garlic cookies, I'm going to have to come through. And we're going to have to taste that, man. That's pause, but that. Yeah, we're going to have to do that. So, what's next for KT and Your Hood Heroes? I know you're working on the fucking vlog. What's next for the vlog and whatever you got going on with Creative Studios?
So the vlog, we just did interview with my boy Sly Fly. Y'all be looking out for that. We're gonna be dropping that real soon on the Shake and Bake YouTube page.
Okay.
And then goddamn Your Hood Heroes, we got a couple shoe events coming up. And Travis got 60, drop it. You know what I'm talking about? We will be having. So y'all be looking out for that drop. We all taking pre-orders on those. You know what I'm talking about? That number high, but we got them bitches. We will be having those. We just stand on top of all the major release dates, shit like that. I got me myself. I have a modeling event coming up. I'm hitting the runway, bro.
So that's another thing I wanted to. I'm glad you talked about that too.
I'm hitting the script
because
I don't want to call it modeling though. I just call them like I'm that guy in the picture. You know what I'm talking about? You just modeling is like you on some super pretty boy.
You just showcasing.
Right.
You're showcasing clothing.
Yeah, so I'm just that guy in the picture. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just me cooling.
You're showcasing clothing?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm hitting the script. I'm walking around with shout out to Designer Zoe. That's who I'm doing it with. She got a runway situation going on.
You working around that? So you also, speaking of, modeling and things like that, you've taken your entrepreneurship, into your own hands to the T, and, you're even modeling your own clothing on your websites and things like that for yourself. Like, you're not even hiring models. But you're making the stuff look great, man. And you're doing your thing, and you're doing everything in house. You're showing me, like, here's the photography room, here's the press room, here's the studio. And then it's like, here's the shop. It's so crazy. Exactly. Like, everything is so crazy how you lined it up, and you really got everything going, man. Organization is obviously something you're very good at, and future thinking.
On top of your organization,
yeah.
On top of that, shit without that.
So is this business mindset something that you were born with, or something you really just learned out west?
I think it's more so of a hustler mindset, because none of it was ever planned out. Like we was talking earlier, it's more so just about shit, taking the roll, like taking the punches and rolling with them.
Right.
It ain't. I never planned to do none of this. I'm talking about it would never. I grew up, like say, Polk County, Florida. I played football. I was always.
Oh, you play football?
Yeah.
In Polk County?
Was 6 in the county.
Oh shit!
Yes,
you really?
Polk County, yes, sir.
Yeah, were you nice? What'd you play? Receiver, corner? Corner?
Yes.
You look like a corner or a receiver, motherfucker.
Right way.
Were you?
Right way.
You got any offers? Did you have any offers?
I was going to FAMU.
Really?
I had a situation. You can look me up. Yeah, I had
no
a
shit.
When I was 16, I had caught a little charge.
It's alright. Yeah, fuck it. Still up. It's all good.
Shout out to fam though.
I'm a huge.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, I fucked around.
Athletic background, so that's probably where, you know, some of that work ethic and things like that, when it came down to hustling, just kind of like translates. You know, I used to play some pretty good ball in high school, Morgan Park High School. So, you know, translating that into my business and things like that, like it worked out. So, you know, being able to translate all that stuff, you know, from college, learning how to manage time and shit like that.
Yes, sir. Staying on point.
Staying on point, man. Hell yeah. Motherfuckers got to know to stay on point. Oh, man. So, weed's going legal. You want everybody to make sure that they stay informed. What's your take on, you know, why they may have legalized marijuana here?
Money.
Yeah?
Money. Them crackers want that money. Them crackers want that money. Bro.
They want money, yeah?
Money. That's all they talking about. Money.
What's your take on, you know, the people that are locked up, like the homies for real? Locked up for selling little bud, whether it's a sawbuck to a pound.
If you got locked up for selling smoke, either you was in a, like, man, either them crackers, they just jammed you up and they slammed you, because there's a lot of niggas that locked up that ain't supposed to be in there, you know what I'm talking about, serving time for some whole other shit. But other than that, you a dumbass. I ain't gonna lie to you. They like, you ain't, man, them folks ain't hold you for no smoke, bro. Them folks ain't holding you for no smoke. And then, unless you get caught with them loads, them real units, you know what I'm talking about, them Jones, then yeah. But other than that, them little petty charge and shit, man, it be fucked up situations as far as somebody ain't got no money or something, nigga, you know.
Can't get out,
right,
can't fight it,
like
gotta
that,
stay appointed. Yeah.
Right, man, that folk, it's too much, especially in this city. Y'all crazy as fuck in Chicago. It be
to get booked over,
all type of shit. But the folk ain't smoke, they ain't worried about that. Yeah. That's why they realize, like, oh, we gonna capitalize off this money. We gonna get this revenue. Goddamn, you go on this shit right now. Which phone is on? I got the cannabis app. It's gonna let you know. This shit ain't talking about nothing but money, bro.
The revenue is bringing in.
It's all about cash.
That's what I'm saying, man. We got to make sure we stay on top of it. Get some people in the door early, so that way, you know, we can have some black heads up there.
That's what it's about.
You know what I mean? Get involved, really get in tune. People really got to wake up to it, man. Oh, the weed app? Yeah, but I was just came back from Cali, and there's a lot of informational stuff on weed and different things that are out there on how you can get in tune with, you know, legalization of bud. There are strict rules, though, like you were saying. Like, my mom ended up sending me an article, and she's like, I know you guys are out smoking, but it's not sweet. Like, make sure y'all know.
Man, them folk finna be testing out so much. I see what's going on with vapes right now.
Yeah, man. I'm glad I was always a fan of the flower, man, or the dab, man. I was never a fucking vape. Fuck that shit. Fuck, no, it's put me down, too. Like, I don't care what it was putting me down. Hybrid, sativa, whatever. Shit was putting me down, bro. I couldn't do it. Like, nah.
Right, yeah, that liquid shit, people can put cut on it, all type of shit.
You never know, man.
I ain't got time.
Nah, because you can tell good flower, though. You know what I'm saying? If you can expect it.
A lot of play weed coming from these dispensaries.
Yeah, well.
People who get in their car, y'all be looking out. They will be trying to make some shit.
Testing shit, literally.
Yeah, definitely testing shit out.
Testing shit. If you don't know, man, if you've never spent time in some dispensaries, that's the thing, though, guys. When you guys get a chance to go to these dispensaries, take time to learn about the strains. Even if before then, like you said, there's a bunch of weed apps that'll tell you, bro. Like, get in tune, bro. Because it's more to it than just regular OGs or what people's walking around saying is the exotics. Like, there's weed that does different shit. You know, there's weed that puts you to sleep. There's weed for stress relief, weed for pain relief. You know, weed for energy. You know, I was just out in Cali. I ordered it off Ease to, you know, bring some weed to my door. Ordered some nice sativa for energy. Smoked that shit. I was up all night. Getting to it. In the studio. We was in the studio. It's getting flicks and shit. And I'm like, damn, I'm up all fucking night. You know, but People got to get in tune with what's out there on the flower, bro.
Right
For real.
Right way, definitely, man.
Are you looking to try to grow once it goes legal?
Not necessarily grow, but yeah, y'all be keeping y'all eyes out for a situation. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the homies.
I want to get some land, man. Get my license shit.
Yeah.
And I don't want to smoke homegrown. I just feel like people are going to start tampering with bud.
Oh, yeah, that definitely is. Yeah. It definitely is.
I had some good homegrown in Cali. For one of my guys, Tim. And it was great, man. He said he cured it for like a whole a month and a half straight.
Yeah.
Shit was just it smelled great and it hit great. Like, you know, it was just great. You know, he was able to harvest about 3 pounds. He said he's been growing, you know, for pretty much his whole life. So he's been, and he said, you know, nothing but California sunshine. So I want to try to get in tune. Yeah, man. I love bud, man.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get, you know, I want to take it down to how it's done.
It's a drug, man. It can bring the craziest people together, the toughest motherfuckers together, the weirdest people.
Yeah, man.
All type of shit.
Buzz a lot, man. KT, man, I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day, man, to let me come through the Creative Work Studios and learn about, you know, what you guys really have going, and everything is really great, man, from the music to the clothes, you know, to the photos, to how you make things. Everything is great, man. I appreciate the hospitality. Definitely want to come back, have you back. We chop it up about more bud once everything gets legal, and we can get in a bunch of different strains and shit. We can definitely have a big thumb session with some of the shit guys, everybody. You know what I'm saying? With all the bakers, man. So everybody can get in good, man. Appreciate you, my brother.
Appreciate you coming.
All right, man.